Hey, my friends, Derek here from BOM Socks with another week of BOM-BITES, where we feast upon the words of Christ and we do it one bite at a time. So this week is section 45 of the Doctrine and Covenants, and it is a good one, and it's a long one. And so it's kind of cool to be able to stretch this out for this week and to show you just some principles each day of how you can understand section 45 better. So to give you a little context with this, I want to take you, actually it's kind of weird, I want to take you to a Studio C video. Okay, it's not going to be the whole thing, but I think you'll get the idea pretty quickly. So watch this and you'll see how it applies to section 45.
You guys, this is my friend Maggie from my grad program.
Hi.
We both went to school with the bride.
Yeah.
I can't believe you came all the way out here from Utah.
Oh,
wow.
no, I'm from New Hampshire.
Oh, but I thought you were Mormon.
Oh, yeah, but not all Mormons are from Utah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure my aunt's Mormon, and she said they all live in a commune together, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true. There's like millions of us, so.
Oh, that must be like a ton of communes then.
No.
Sorry, Glenn gets a little excited about other people's cultures.
Oh,
I just find it interesting.
Oh, Maggie, that was close.
What?
You're not supposed to drink, right?
No, I don't drink alcohol. This is water, so I still have to consume fluids to live.
Wow. See, I just thought it was all liquid and that maybe you guys didn't live for very long.
What?
That's interesting.
Hey, Abby, put your phone away. She's right there.
Oh, I am so sorry. Devils be gone.
There you go. Take care of it.
And then I'll just put it in the.
Forgive her.
Sorry, I'll just put it in the.
What? Holy water.
It's fine.
It's
There
fine.
we go. And you know what? Now I gotta put in the holy rice.
Rice.
Gotta dry that out.
Get that liquid out.
Right out.
But that's
It'll work out. It'll work out. It's fine. It's fine.
good. Okay.
Sorry.
All
Okay,
good.
do you guys think I'm like Amish or something? Because that's not the same as being Mormon. And I'm pretty sure that holy rice is offensive to Catholics.
So do you know Tom Cruise?
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought all Mormons knew each other.
Well, he's a Scientologist.
Oh, but dating must have been crazy though, right? Because if he doesn't have a beard that's like yay long, you're not allowed to look him in the eyes. I read that
No,
somewhere.
that's not a thing.
Okay.
That's not.
Or what about when you had to bind your feet till your toes wall deformed? That must have been really hard.
You're thinking of Chinese foot binding from like 100 years ago?
Oh, yeah. Guys, my aunt told me they can't really talk about their church. That's like the first rule of their church.
Fight Club. You're thinking of Fight Club.
Oh.
Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of misconceptions about members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A lot out there. Some are ridiculously far-fetched, and some are based on a little bit of truth in that sense. So right around this time in church history, by 1831, this is actually from, and again, I remind you again of going to Revelations in Context. It's found in that historical resources part of your Gospel Library app. So one of the things it says in this historical introduction to section 45, it says that Joseph Smith dictated this revelation, which revelation, book 1, titles A Prophecy, sometime around 7th of March, 1831. He was living with the Isaac Morley family, and the Morleys are wonderful. When you get a second, go in and read a little bit about Isaac Morley and his family. In this little part, you can do that. The Morleys were heroes. They were fantastic. So it says, during this time period where, according to Joseph Smith's history, many false reports, lies, and foolish stories were published in the newspapers and circulated in every direction to prevent people from investigating the work or embracing the faith. Joseph's history reported that this revelation was, quote, the joy of the saints who had to struggle against everything that prejudice and wickedness could invent. That's an interesting statement because you look at that, sadly, it's gotten worse and worse. Even nowadays, you've got everything out there that prejudice and wickedness could invent. Trust me, running an LDS sock company here, about once a couple times a week or so, when I'm running ads, I will see people chime in with some very negative things, and it gets a little disheartening. And so I kind of understand, to some extent, kind of what those feelings are like about you're trying to share a gospel message, but then you've got opposition that comes to it. Well, this section comes as an absolute godsend, literally, to the members of the church. So in the Come Follow Me manual, one of the things it says to introduce this section, and I love this, it says, we live in perilous times, and that can be troubling. Even Jesus' disciples, when they heard him prophesy of the calamities that would occur in our day, they were troubled. The early saints in Kirtland, Ohio were also troubled by the perilous times in which they lived. Among other things, there were many false reports and foolish stories, like we talked about, that were undermining the gospel message. And we see that happening. But the Lord's response then and now is, be not troubled. I love that. Yes, there is wickedness, but there is also evidence that God is hastening his work. Yes, there are perils predicted to precede the second coming, and we should be aware of them, and this section lets you know about that. But these aren't just warnings of danger. They are also signs that God's promises are about to be fulfilled. Perhaps that is why Doctrine and Covenants, section 45, a revelation that describes many of these signs in detail, was received to the joy of the saints, like I said. So I want you to keep that in mind as you're going through your study of the Doctrine and Covenants, section 45 this week. Keep in mind there's a lot of false reports going around out there, and they are going to continue. But also keep in mind God is hastening his work, and there are good things going on, better than there has ever been in the history of this world. And it's so good to be able to be a part of this work, and I am very grateful for it. So please keep that in mind this week as we're studying section 45. Hey, you guys are amazing. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for sharing. Godspeed, and we will see you tomorrow with some of these amazing things. Bye-bye.